nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
You should have seen it earlier, bro. That shit was fucked when I first turned that shit on. I didn't realize what it was. I was looking at the ceiling.
All right. What is going on, guys? What's going on? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious Hills podcast, man. And this is, oh man, God, the end to a long weekend, bro. The end to a long weekend.
I can't wait for tomorrow night where I don't have to watch a wrestling show. My God.
Yeah,
It's a
seriously.
WWE wrestling show, to be specific.
Seriously. Yeah, man. So, I guess we'll get right into the intro, man. If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how this show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted. and every Friday we are on here with the news. And if you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, you can now find that on all platforms, as well as WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. Both of the reviews are now up on all platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here, 4 p.m. Central on Fridays, man. So with that being said, we do have a big week of news this week, bro. We do have a big week of news this week.
Fucking
Seriously.
Logan. I am not. Why would I? And like you just said, we basically saw it tonight.
Seriously at that. So, yeah, we do have a big week of news this week, man. We got the 2-year anniversary. I believe it's actually down to the date, April 8th.
It
is this Friday,
That's
and
just
that
crazy.
is, yes, that is the date of the very first Notorious Heels podcast, man. So, I see some of you guys in the chat. We got Larry in the chat, man. We got Hunter is in the chat again. The Fed, Mr. Fedna, and of course, the Mod Father, Mr. Logan. So what's going on, guys? How did you guys enjoy, now that we are finally done with this WWE week of sports entertainment? How was the crowd tonight? Uncomparable to a Raw After Mania crowd, just so back as to 4 years ago, you know. The WrestleMania crowd after 35 was way better. They put this crowd to shame. Even though WWE has been horrible the past couple years, man, usually the crowd after Mania always brings it, but on this night, it just was not there, bro. The crowd something just seemed off about the crowd, man. I don't know if anybody else felt that, bro, but I thought it was.
They were still in
it was
Texas,
awful.
right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Texas probably burnt out from this fucking weekend. I'm gonna watch all this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Imagine having to see Cody twice. Hell nah, bro. Twice in a weekend, basically. Gonna be me.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So yeah, the crowd was really not it, man. The crowd was really not it. Yeah. Fedna says the crowd was bored. Yeah. They for a lot of it. Larry says the crowd was kind of dry to me. Same. I felt the same way, man.
Definitely,
but
bro.
yeah.
Definitely.
So. Yes, we do got a big week of news this week. 2-year anniversary of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. So, 2 years to the date. 2 years to the date that we did the first ever Notorious Heels podcast, man. And like I mentioned to you guys yesterday, we do have a huge announcement that we are very excited to share with you guys. We're just furthering the podcast and just progressing it. So, yeah, man, we got a big announcement.
Tell you guys.
For sure. We got a big ass announcement on Friday for you guys, man, for the 2-year anniversary episode. Crazy how fucking fast time flies, bro. But
shit's nuts.
Yeah, but also, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. Just chilling out. Got home, fucking chilled out, watched Raw, and that was basically my day. Didn't really do much this day, man. Didn't really do much this day. Got off. We got off from a really cool weekend, bro. Besides the WWE television, but other than that, man, I'm just chilling out, bro. But what about you, man? How have you been?
Yeah, I've been pretty good, bro. I've been pretty good. Just just coming down from the weekend pretty much and just getting everything, back to normal, I guess. So, yeah, bro. Nothing crazy, man. Nothing crazy. Yeah, just chilled, bro. Waited for Raw to come on. Did some cleaning and shit. So yeah, just typical day, man. Typical day. So, yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna run down Dynamite first. We're gonna talk a little. We're not gonna really go in too much about Dynamite because uh, Dynamite
It was a
pretty much
long
is at
week.
the back of everybody's mind at the moment. Nothing. Not that the show was bad by any means, but
No,
we've just seen so much wrestling and there's so much stuff as it pertains to WWE to talk about for the weekend. So, um, yeah, we got a couple things to talk about on Dynamite, man. We're going to go over a little bit of ROH, and then we will pretty much end the show by talking about the weekend and Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, man. So, without any further ado, AEW Dynamite. The first thing to talk about, man, is this absolutely star-making performance by Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta went one-on-one with Bryan Danielson on this past Wednesday's edition of Dynamite. My God, this man continues to further the argument that he is undoubtedly a pillar in this company, bro.
truly, bro.
This guy's fantastic. I'm so glad they seen the light and took him out of that fucking faction, and just decided to really pick up the ball and get it moving with him, bro. Because this man, oh my God, absolutely fantastic. Phenomenal match with Danielson here. And we do got a little bit more to talk about him when it comes to ROH as well. So, amazing.
Exactly.
And there it is.
Truly, bro. I'm dead. Yeah, bro. Truly, that shit was really amazing, man. I've really grown on to Yuta. Glad they split him from that horrendous group of the breast phones. And
Yes.
I really can't wait for it to evolve even more after ROH, man. And it's just looking like nothing but heat, man.
Yeah. That's for sure. We get more furthering in the storyline of MJF and FTR. It looks like MJF wants the Pinnacle to start moving again, but it seems as if FTR are kind of splitting being over MJF, man.
Yeah.
They he tried talking about Wardlow in front of FTR, and FTR kind of stopped him in his tracks and told MJF that you are our friend, but Wardlow is too, and whatever bullshit you guys got going on is between you guys. So, yeah, man, they proceeded to wrestle a match against the Gun Club. Wardlow came out, kind of distracted FTR. They almost lost the match, and it pissed them off. They ended up winning. MJF hopped in the ring, and they started pushing MJF around, pretty much telling him what the fuck. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, this should be interesting to see where this goes, bro. Should be interesting,
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. There seems to be done. They seem to be done with MJF, man. It's a sad case for the Pinnacle, man. What a failure that group was, man. But I'm intrigued to see how FTR will eventually do it, Brett. I want to see how they do it, how they form it. I want to see how they do it when they're together.
I wonder if they're gonna have a knockoff Heart Foundation song after this.
Well, fucking Mikey Ruckus, I saw tweeted earlier say
Uh,
about someone making an Owen Hart theme song, so for like the cup. So
yeah.
it probably, man. No, fucking Mikey Ruckus, probably.
Oh, Michael Ruckus. Is AEW still an indie company, or is it like the level of WCW now? I don't know who told you AEW was an indie company.
I have
They
no
have
idea.
never been an indie company.
They were always
They
just a company.
yeah they yeah when you think about indie, you think of GCW, ROH, even fucking Impact. At this point, you could even call that
Oh yeah.
an indie kind of a bigger indie. But
Yeah, but
you
still
know,
an indie nonetheless. But for AEW, it's a big entity, man.
yeah, you do not put that on the same level as CYN. Anyway, oh yeah,
Yeah,
another thing.
CON's way above it.
CM Punk teased going after the world championship, so
He did.
hot. I want to maybe not a hot take, but I want to hear your take. Do you ever put the title on CM Punk?
A lot of people want it. I understand why, and I'd be 100% down with it. But overall, I would say not in the next, not in this upcoming year, or probably even next year. Maybe I'd give it to him in 2 years, but there's so many people lined up for that title that are young and need it. As much as CM Punk, I hope he does get it one day. Not anytime soon for me personally. I don't wanna see it as anytime soon, but it will, and it'll be good, and I'll be okay with it. But it's not something I would do. But what about you, man?
Yeah, that's fair. Personally, I want to see it. I want to see
Hmm.
it. I think he can do not a knock on Jericho at all because he had a fantastic reign, but I think he can do what Jericho did, turned up to like a 10. I
That is
think he
true.
can hold that belt. I think he can give us some great storylines. I think he can give us some fantastic matches. Um, uh, Kind of the same thing with a guy like Danielson too, but I feel like we have a little more time with Danielson than we do with Punk. So
Oh, definitely.
I would like to see maybe Danielson hold that title in the next 2, maybe 3-ish years. But for Punk, I would totally. I mean, TK always said that he had the first 4 champs mapped out. He wanted Jericho, he wanted Mox, he wanted Omega, and he wanted Hangman as his first 4.
Hmm.
And then from there on was kind of fair game. So the spot is kind of open. I don't necessarily know who. I wouldn't necessarily say I would have Punk take it off of Hangman, but maybe whoever takes it off of Hangman, I would like to see them give it to Punk. Maybe if the story's right and if it lines up okay, but that obviously all kind of depends as well. But as long as the story makes sense and as long as it makes sense, I would love to see a reign out of Punk. And same thing goes for Danielson. I would love to see
Yeah.
one day Danielson and Moxley fight over that championship when all this Blackpool stuff is done and over with, and we get the implosion. I would love to see those two fight over the championship leading into John Moxley's second reign with the title. But as far as CM Punk, like I said, I don't know in the, near future, but I would say in kind of the distant future, I would like to see it. Like I said, I think he can do what Jericho did with the title, turned up to like a 10, and I mean everything the guy's touched has turned to gold ever since he's been in AEW. Um, the only complaint I do have from his run so far is maybe they could have waited a little longer to start the feud with MJF, but other than that, everything has been crisp and everything has been fantastic. And like I said, anytime this guy has a segment, it's fantastic and it's incredibly memorable. And anytime this guy has a match, they're pretty damn good as well. So I would love to see it. I really would. And yeah, that's my take on it.
I get you, bro. I get you.
So so he teased either facing Adam Cole for the championship or and I love how he worded this, staring down the barrel of some cowboy shit. So I
I
love
was.
how he worded that. And yeah, he's going after the championship, man. So should be interesting to see where this goes. And yeah, I can honestly see Punk main eventing Double or Nothing against Hangman. Like I said, I don't really see him winning that, but I could see it happening for sure.
I could see it. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, I mean this is the second biggest show, arguably the first biggest show that AEW has. I would say All Out, but Double or Nothing is up there as well.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, and
definitely.
TK is gonna want to have a huge match headlining that show, and kind of what better than Hangman versus Adam Page. Hangman versus CM Punk. I think that would be dope. Or maybe you do a triple threat like you did last year with the three of them.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
man.
Or I was also thinking this. What if they did a fatal four-way and kind of got MJF in there through trying to stop Punk from getting it, and then you kind of just put the both storylines into one match, and then maybe that'd be a good way for you to have MJF finally win the thing. So I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
Should be interesting. Yeah, should be interesting, man. But yeah, he teased that. Santana and Ortiz came back, and Eddie Kingston. They did beat up on Jericho Appreciation Society for a little bit. But the numbers advantage. This was a theme of this night. The numbers advantage took advantage, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so we got another beatdown segment, and I feel like this is going to lead to another tag team coming to the aid to even up the score. So I could totally see that happening, man. I don't know who it would be. Yeah, I don't know who it would be. Maybe Homicide and fucking Conan. I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's that was that, and then yeah, I believe that was pretty much all the major talking points for Dynamite, except for the last one. And the last one is the Women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament, which is the Bunny versus a mystery opponent. And the mystery opponent turned out to be none other than Toni Storm. Toni Storm, ladies and gentlemen. Very, 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 very cool.
Definitely.
Very cool, man. Another piece to a great and growing women's division, and this is only going to pay dividends down the line because when the more and more women that this roster gets, whenever Tony Khan even thinks about the thought of having a Nyla Rose contend for the championship, he can say, oh shit, let's do Toni Storm instead. That is way more interesting. My only nitpick here, and this is nothing against Toni Storm, this more has to do with, I guess, AEW's production. I don't know if this bothers anybody else, but you notice on WrestleMania how when Seth came to the ring and he's waiting on his mystery opponent, you know, maybe not make the crowd wait a whole 30 seconds, but at least give us like 10 seconds of silence. You know, I mean, when the Bunny comes out and they say, who's her opponent? And then in the middle of them saying that, they just cut right into Toni Storm's music. And then she just walks on out there all fast. Like, give it some time, man. And they kind of did the same thing with Keith Lee, but the only thing that Keith Lee did differently was Keith Lee kind of takes a long time to bask in his entrance, if you will. So he kind of, you know, made it go by a little slower to just kind of let everybody breathe, man. But like they kind of just brought her out there, and then before you know it, they were wrestling. And I'm like, okay, can you just like give us a minute? Like have it just be silent for like 10 seconds, and then have the announcers play it up. Who's the mystery opponent? Who's it gonna be? And then go into her theme song and have her come out there, stand on the stage for a good 5 seconds, fucking look around, do something, and then, you know, kind of, you know, let everybody, you know, be able to breathe in the moment. I mean, if you fucking blink, you missed it. So that's my nitpick. But as for Toni Storm joining the women's division, fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Another great piece to a growing women's division, man. You love to see it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Great acquisition, man. Just the execution could have been definitely better, man. But I can't wait to see how this women's division evolves over the year.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, man. Every single year up until this point, man, it just gets better and better. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Very, very cool, bro. Very cool to see. Man, oh man. Ring of Honor. The new era. The new Tony Khan era of Ring of Honor has brought in us 2 new AEW signings. Like, we went over them on Friday. But man, Wheeler Yuta finally gets what he deserved, and he got the AEW contract, man. So he is officially All Elite, and he is now actually the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion, man. So you love to see it, bro. And at the very end of the show, TK urged everybody to stick around for the end of the show because he had something planned. And my God, did he have something planned. This man brought out Samoa Joe at the end of this show to make the save for Jonathan Gresham. And my God, absolutely incredible. And this wasn't so much of Joe joining ROH as it was Samoa Joe joining AEW. We got the image. Yeah, we got the image afterwards. Samoa Joe is All Elite, and he's going to be on there Wednesday. This man is going to add something so fucking cool and so different to this show. Somebody who's just like a mean ass kicking heel, bro. And we all love Samoa Joe. His presence on the mic is like, my God, just absolutely incredible, man. And I truly cannot wait to see what this man's going to do. I can't wait.
Definitely, man. Definitely love that moment. and I just can't wait to see what he does in AEW, man. All the people he could face against, all the promos he could have against people, man. All the people he could see again. I can't wait, man. It's going to be amazing, bro. It really is.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And then we got the FTR furthering their kind of babyface stray, as after they beat the Briscoes in an incredible tag team match, they dropped the belts down, they bowed to them, and they embraced, which was very cool. The Young Bucks did make a surprise appearance afterwards to set up FTR versus Young Bucks 2 for this Wednesday, man. So Raw after Mania, or whatever, Dynamite after Mania. I'm gonna take Dynamite after Mania, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit looks fire. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. So that was pretty much ROH and the week of AEW, man. So
Definitely, man.
time.
Definitely. Let's talk about it.
Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. The show opens up with a, how do I even describe this? I seen this on Twitter. This is a good way of describing it, actually. A dollar store Cody Vader. So,
bro, I'm telling you.
You know, Cody Rhodes had the little platform in AEW, and the chandelier would lower down and then raise up, and then he would rise up. So, you know, he had that whole thing. It was the Cody Vader, you know. Cody WWE put together a platform that was just covered up by a black curtain, and the fucking first shot of Cody you get is you just see his head, and he's not even moving. The thing's not even fucking working properly. He's not even moving. You just see his head, and he's just standing there with, like, looking down with the smoke coming up, and he's you know, just standing there, just smiling, and he gets, you know, they rise him up, and it's literally just the most steep fucking ramp that he just has to walk down in his suit. And yeah, that was the open to Raw, and I
Bro
mean,
looked like a fucking gopher in his fucking entrance when the camera first panned on him. You just see it
yeah.
up to here, just his head just. Bro looks so fucking stupid.
So WWE with the knockoff Cody Vader,
Literally,
and
bro.
oh man, Jesus, Cody Rhodes, you know, at WrestleMania they captured the essence of his entrance perfectly, but
Mm-hmm.
on tonight,
They
man,
fucked it up.
I don't know what that little stupid platform was, man. I mean, why don't you just have? I mean, they made the ramp bigger, you know, so they
Mm-hmm.
made the ramp itself, you know, the regular ramp, they made it higher up. Why don't you just have them come up through the ground? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It would have looked cooler. Just do what WWE always does and just fucking throw up a shit ton of fog and have him come up through it, through the lights. I mean, it would have been sick. It would have
Exactly.
been sick, but instead we get this fucking just knockoff dollar store Cody Vader, and it was just not it, bro. It was not it at all. Yeah, not.
That shit plain as fuck.
It was. It really was.
And bro, someone said it and it's so true. Yeah, that's an amazing theme song he has. It does not fit in this company.
It doesn't.
It just
Oh,
is
I've said
so
that
out of
before.
place.
Yeah, I said that. I said that shit way before. That's why I was an advocate for him not really using that song in WWE. I mean, it's a banger of a theme song, but like, it's incredible, and I'd rather have him using that than something Def Rebel can give him. But he could have. Well, I don't understand why Downstate couldn't have made him a new song, um,
Yeah,
to use. I mean, the song just doesn't fit. It is an anti WWE song. Listen to the lyrics.
exactly.
WWE BT Sport want to act like assholes and give you a knockoff such and such as All Elite image with the WWE or Cody Rhodes' WWE. And these fucking unintelligent pricks want to go ahead and be assholes and post his lyrics. And these dumb fucks don't even know that those are anti WWE lyrics.
Literally,
So
bro. Like,
I don't know. I
it's
don't really
just
know what they were trying to prove there, but
it's just so hypocritical, him coming out to that here. It just makes me laugh.
absolutely, dude. Speaking of Cody, I wanted to thank you guys really quickly before I forget for the absolutely incredible turnout that we got on the WrestleMania Night 1 review.
Oh yeah, man.
Completely out of left field. I was literally just looking on the channel last night, and I just stumbled across. I just looking at our videos to just see how the views on that were doing, and my God, man, I truly can't thank you guys enough, bro. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see, if I do say so myself. So before I forget, I just wanted to show gratitude towards you guys, man. I forgot to bring it up in the intro, but my God,
Definitely, man.
incredible, incredible.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, for real, for real. But yeah. I don't know what they were going for there. I don't know if they thought they were smart asses doing that or whatever. But you do know those are anti WWE lyrics, right? I mean,
Exactly, bro. They're just making themselves look dumb. No, they're just making Cody look dumb. That's who they're really making look dumb.
yes, absolutely, bro, absolutely. And he comes out here, like I said, with the dollar store Cody Vader. Um, and man, uh, he takes a moment to just stand in the ring and kind of just soak it all in, which is fine. But
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
him first of all, him standing on Raw just doesn't look right, and second of all, him stopping to hype up the crowd just doesn't hit the same. It just doesn't. It doesn't hit the same. I mean, I don't know, man. It just didn't fucking look right, bro. Like he's man. It
looks so fake.
It did, bro, and it pales in comparison to the earlier days of AEW when he would hype up the crowd like that and the people would legitimately get hyped up. You know, it pales in comparison. I mean, now it just felt like he was trying to be hype and trying to be Cody, but it just seemed like the crowd wasn't really in it with him.
They don't get it. You know what I mean? And it's just sad, man. Because he used to hype up the old AEW crowds, like you were saying, and it meant something. It was actually him getting that crowd hype through his words and through his actions. But now it's just fake, bro. It really is.
Yeah. So the promo he cut was good. It was a promo in which only Cody Rhodes can cut. He cried. He talked about he talked about his dad. He talked about how his dad never got to take home the world championship and how he wants to win the big one, and he's bringing this up so much. It's like it's gonna. Yeah, he's bringing this up so much. Like it gives you vibes that like he's gonna challenge for it next, and if he doesn't, it's gonna look kind of goofy. I mean, I know he's gonna be in the company for another multi-years, and I know he's got time, but I mean, he's talking about it so much. Why didn't you fucking go out there at the end of the show and take your shot? I mean, you're talking about it so much, but you're just sitting on the sidelines, kind of, you know, doing. Yeah, I mean, so that aspect of it was kind of weird, but I mean, I get why he's not challenging for it, but like, bring it up when you're gonna go for it. Don't first night in say, I want the world championship if you're not gonna immediately go up to Roman Reigns and fucking call your shot. Because that's what that's what, you know, would be the logical thing to do. But him saying that on night one and then he's just gonna sit around and waiting for it, and it looked like he kind of squashed the beef with Seth. So I'm like, man, they're saving Roman for last. Cody might come out and stare him down. Nothing. Nope. Roman in that end of the show was such a fucking waste of time, bro.
Bro. Oh, man.
Bro, we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. But Cody Rhodes talks about how he always wanted to win the world championship and place it in his dad's hands and say that nobody can take this away from us. But his dad passed, and, you know, that can't really happen anymore. So he talked about having a new dream, and that was to place the championship in his family's hands, in his hands, and get the WWE championship for his family. So yeah, it was a very good promo by Mr. Cody Rhodes here. And another thing, I don't want to be that guy, but I apologize, but you don't necessarily feel that Man, I got these fucking dogs here, man, right outside my damn door.
That's always how it is, bro. Saying you start doing something, they get loud.
Seriously, bro. When I'm watching Raw, it's silent as can be. But as soon as I come on, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're getting hype over the podcast or what. But
probably.
Cody, like I said, I don't want to be that guy, But I'm here to give you guys an honest opinion, man. I'm not gonna bullshit my viewers. So, from my honest view, the promo was great. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't seem like he has the same fire as he
No.
does in a lot. Like, even his past AEW promos, like his very last one, the Gunnar McGillibuddy promo, even though he may have knew he was gone, quote unquote, from the company, you just feel the fire he had lit fucking under his ass, bro. But here, it just doesn't seem like he's got that same fire. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know what you guys think, man. But, like, man, like, in AEW, like, I mean, he's talking about his dad, and that aspect of it is very personal. So, you know, it means something to him. But as far as, like, fire and, I mean, bro, he wants to go for the big one, right? He wants the WWE title. But when he was in AEW, the promo against Chris Jericho, the one we all know and love, the undesirable to ungoddamn deniable promo, him talking about the WWE Championship versus him talking about the AEW Championship and a company that he helped create, you just see the difference of kind of what it means to him. And kind of, I'm not saying that the WWE title means nothing to him, because clearly it does, but you just see the difference of just fire behind his words. You know what I mean? Like, when he was talking about winning the AEW title, he was screaming. He was talking, I mean, that came out of the undesirable to undeniable promo. And he's talking about the WWE title here, and you just don't see that same fire necessarily under Cody Rhodes. But what did you think, bro?
I feel you, man. And my interpretation of that, man, is in AEW, he talked a lot of shit about this and that and this and that, and his words had meaning back in AEW because he did what he said, he did what he believed, he was 100% all the time, man. And now he joined this company after talking all that shit. He's chilling it up already, you could tell, in his heart. But like after all this, bro, and you look back at what he used to say and what he's saying now, his words are meaningless now. You know what I mean? Ever since the fact that he came back, his words are now meaningless. Because he took back everything he said over the last 6 years, over his theme song says, over what he said, in all those interviews and on his promos. He took it all back. And now, whatever he says means as much as he used to say, which means nothing. Anything he says means nothing to me anymore since he came back because he's the hypocrite. He's a liar. He came back on everything he said, bruh. His words mean nothing anymore. That's what it is to me. And I will say that that promo was good. I liked it.
It was.
But
It was.
not only was it just essentially just a normal AEW promo for him, but that was the same type of promo that WWE fans hated for so long. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's in AEW and they're
All this guy does is yell and cry.
does it in AEW and it's the
And,
greatest thing ever. I mean in WWE and it's the greatest thing ever, bro. Yeah,
and
I just
meanwhile, AEW fans are still sitting here saying it was a great promo. You want to know
exactly
why? Because AEW fans are normal people.
that
AEW
recognize.
fans are just WWE fans that want the company to be better, and either you still watch like us because you love it and you want it to get better, or you don't watch because you're tired of waiting for it to get better. Either way, we are the
Exactly.
lapsed WWE fan. Either fucking way.
Exactly, bro.
But
Exactly.
that
That's
is.
how I started. That's how we all
Mhm.
started becoming a wrestling fan. And come on, bruh. And I'm saying the promo is great, but it just lacked
The
meaning and
fire, yeah.
fire. it just means nothing to me now, man. Anything he does or
I got
will do
fire.
in this company, oh god. And bro, I laugh every time he brings up his daughter, bro. When he said the line of he sees his eyes in his daughter, I see his eyes in Liberty. Bro, I started laughing. I'm sorry. I I laughed when he said that type of shit in AEW, and I'm
Oh
really
my
laughing
god.
about it now.
Oh my
His
god.
daughter.
And I looked in my dad's eyes, and he's got those same eyes that Liberty does. What?
Like, dude, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, man. His words are just meaningless after going back on everything he said and joining the company. And now he's talking about the fucking, oh, people change. And his statement of, his quote that he gave where, your destiny that you avoid is your true. What was that fucking saying again?
Um,
Oh,
the destiny that you avoid, or the path you avoid, is a man's destiny.
yeah, whatever.
Something
Like,
like
bro,
that.
you weren't, no, stop lying, man.
You
Stop
weren't
lying.
destined to come back here, bro. You
He
weren't
knows
destined to
it.
come back here. All this man had to do was turn on the hangman.
Bro, that's all he had to do. That he would have got the money, the crowd and all.
Ah. And he said it himself. Like,
Hmm.
Tony Khan, he said there was a certain amount of money that was getting thrown around, and he said it was false. He said it was false, and he said Tony's the kind of guy, if I would have asked for it, I would have gotten it. Cody, if
But
if AEW meant that much to you, why didn't you just ask Tony for it? Tony, I feel like I
exactly.
deserve $3 million. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you, Tony. I think I deserve $3 million.
But
And look, if
hmm
the company meant that much to you, man, if the company meant that much to you, is it really about the money?
exactly.
Or did the company really not mean that much to you?
That,
Or was it kind of just about what would happen for Cody Rhodes?
that's what I think it was. It's all about Cody to him, man. He says he cares about the future and the business, and but he just cares about himself. And looking back and what he did in AEW, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Everything he did revolved around him. All his storylines were of his little circle. It's always been about Cody, man. And
yeah, yeah. And he says, I would never take an executive job in another wrestling company again because, it was fun at first, but then you get blamed for everything. Dude,
like
you got
that's just
blamed for your own storylines. You got
exactly. And
blamed for your own storylines.
he said that he knows that. He said that before. Yeah, that stuff with Anthony and Gogo. The fans didn't like that, and I thought it was great at the time. It's like you just can't take criticism, dude. That's just what it is, and you can't be in a management job and not take criticism. That's
Yeah,
not how it works.
he said, he said, uh, Durante says, question, do you all think Vince will forget that Cody Rhodes started his own wrestling company? Vince McMahon is a
No,
soulless bastard. Exactly.
he'll never
Cody
forget.
was talking about when I met with Vince, he said, why fix the entrance if it's not broken? And I was like, oh my God. He just said
He
that.
fell for it.
Dude, you do know that they fucking talked you up, right? You do
Bro, they
know.
talked him up, and he fell for it, bro.
You do know
Bro was
Vince was
so
flying
gullible.
over. You do know Vince and Bruce were flying to Atlanta saying, what do we got to say to this guy to get him back in the company? Tell him we'll copy and paste his AEW run. That'll work, and surely it did. Because Cody Rhodes, here's the thing. Cody Rhodes says that he needed to do something for him. This was an easy choice because he needed to do something for him. It was enough of helping everybody else, and he needed to do something for himself. First of all, if you knew that you were eventually going to get tired of helping people, why would you take an executive job? Why didn't you just tell TK like Jericho did? Because they asked Chris Jericho as well, do you want to be an EVP? He said no. He said no, because that's not for him. If Cody knows, and he does because he said this before. He said in an interview a couple years ago, when my dad found out that me and Dustin were going to be tag team champs, he didn't like it because he said they're both spoiled brats and they're going to want the spotlight. Cody knows this about himself. Cody knows this about himself. He wants the spotlight. So why put yourself in a position? And this is where I don't get... This also snowballs into Young Bucks hate. This is why I don't get the hate for the Young Bucks. Because they put it out on their Instagram or Twitter bio. 2 kids from SoCal who came from nothing and built a gigantic movement is not romantic enough for you. That, personally, shit like that is why the Young Bucks are my tag team goats. Those guys are incredible, and they've fucking put everybody over, and Cody has too. Cody's put a lot of people over, but where Cody drew the line from the Young Bucks is when fans said, man, the Young Bucks were, they could have stayed babyface because they are that over, and they could have joined Hangman. They joined Kenny, and this is eventually through the long-term story of them getting back with Hanger. So, Cody, at a time, when the Young Bucks necessarily weren't needed to turn heel, they turned heel to offer a new presentation to their characters, and it was fucking fantastic. Cody, in the midst of this all, Cody is at a point in his career where he's stagnant. He did not want a mid-card in AEW so hard. He wanted to be in it himself to prove it wasn't a mid-card. And what did he fucking do to himself? He made himself a mid-carder. It's a joke, but it's the truth. It's a joke, but it's the fucking truth. And Cody, when nobody asked for it, put this stipulation on himself. And then he said that as well. I got tired of fighting for the TNT title. Well, let's backtrack and see why that was the case. You, but I think like 2 weeks before Full Gear 2019, went out in front of the world and said, if I lose this, I'm never challenging for the world championship. And everybody fucking hated it. Because not because we didn't want to see Cody as champ, it's because we did. We did, and we hated that he did that to himself, because if Cody Rhodes is thinking logically, and he has to be in AEW for the next 20 years, right? If this is going to be the company through the next generation, and if he's going to be a cornerstone of this company for the next 20, 30 years, you're telling me you're going to not fight for the AEW championship in 20 fucking years? Who did that to themselves? That was Cody Rhodes who did that to himself. We all wanted to see him as AEW champ. Cody's fantastic. I say it all the time. Cody's generational fucking talent. One of the best promos in the business. Arguably the best promo in the business. You did that to yourself. Do not blame the fans. Do not blame the Young Bucks. Do not blame Omega. Do not blame TK for taking the baton and running with it when you did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. Now, Tony Khan, yes, could have stepped in and said no, but this was at a stage before that Christmas episode when Tony Khan said things have to change. So Cody was basically running the fucking show, and he did it to himself. He did it to himself. He was at a point. He was at a point in his career where he was stagnant, and everybody wanted to see Cody Rhodes do something different. Everybody wanted to see the fucking guy turn heel. And what did he go and do? He enters a feud with The Factory, and better yet, as if it couldn't get any worse, enters a feud with Anthony Ogogo. And even before that, we had kind of fucking sniffed it out before all of that, because this man was coming out here acting like a fucking collegiate wrestler, acting like a pretty boy, buried the Dark Order, beat Brody Lee when he shouldn't have. I mean, all this stuff, man, and you get to a point in January of 2022 where he cuts that promo and people say, man, I think this guy is going in the direction of turning heel. I think this guy's going in the direction of turning heel, and it would have been fantastic. I wanted to see him beat Hangman, and he leaves the company. He leaves the company. So, to answer your question, when do I get to do something for myself? You made us sit through 2 fucking years, maybe like a year and a half, of a babyface run that was for nobody but you.
Literally, that
So
would
I
did nothing
ask.
for anybody.
All
Man,
right. What do you
fucking
got, bro?
Cody. Man, what do I say? I kind of lost my train of thought.
My bad,
But
bro.
you're good. You're good. Cody, man, he said, "What about me?" Essentially, um, and but that whole time in AEW, where he was this great guy and put people over, it was always about him. He was always a star in those feuds. And half the time when people got put over, they had to at least get beat by him once. And the difference between Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes is Young Bucks put people over, same way Cody did. But the thing is, with Young Bucks, they're not saying it every 2 seconds that they put people over, that there's these great people that do this and that. Then Young Bucks say that on like BTE and TV, but that's just heel work because they turned heel and it works. But with Cody, he's genuinely saying in interviews and this and that 24/7, I'm putting people over. I'm doing this. I'm working my ass off for other people. Bro, what? You don't if you truly cared about this business, you would
It
just
wouldn't be a
do that
problem.
shit. Exactly. It wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a bragging right.
It wouldn't
It would
be
be something
exactly.
to do. You would just do it, man, but you have to talk about it 24/7. He needed to do something for himself, Bran. Like you said, that whole run was for himself. He put himself in the mid card to try to prove to WWE that the mid card is this fucking lie and mid card can be as big as the main card. And TNT title is a very big title. It's the biggest mid card title in the business. No doubt about it, man. I would actually see a lot of people with the TNT title first thought, then the AEW title sometimes. And that
Yeah.
is in due part to what Cody did for it. But Cody put himself in that position permanently by not being able to challenge for the title, for the AEW title, all through his doing. And that was just storyline shit. They could have worked around that even without him signing a new AEW contract. He could have just turned heel and said, fuck you. He could have signed a new contract and gave the excuse of this is a new contract. They could have done a million things to work around it. And that's what the people wanted. But that dude goes back, comes to this company, and blames every one of his shortcomings on other people. Come on, man. Come on. Like, he. I could sense a real resentment towards TK from Cody. The way Cody talks about TK, he only refers to TK as the dude that bankrolls AEW. He took the baton and ran with it. He pays for everything. That's the only way he talks about TK, man. And why is that? Is that because TK saw him doing shit that got fans legitimately angry over his shitty promos that he wrote and produced? And we're like, yeah, we can't have this. And fans were saying at the start of AEW, oh, it's just Cody's friends and it's just Brandy's friends. He put a stop to that stuff. And Cody got pissed at it. Like, it's literally all about ego with Cody Rhodes, man. It really is. We were saying this a year ago when Cody was the prime of Mr. Collegiate Wrestler and this and that. And, like, at that point, we were saying, man, this dude's egotistical. This dude is this, that. And then it
We
evolved
sniffed
into
him out before anybody else did, bro.
we were saying that about a year and a half ago, man. And then it got to a point where it evolved into where all we thought, I included, that he was doing it on purpose. He was a
Homelander.
genius. He was Homelander. But no, it's just how he is. And he genuinely
Okay.
believes he is the best of the best and he deserves everything he's getting. Just with Cody, man. And I saw this tweet and it sums up Cody's thought process so well. This tweet said Cody is the type of guy to get you to break up with your girlfriend and date her a few weeks later. That is like the Cody mentality down to a T, bro. The manipulation, the ego, the self importance. That's all Cody Rhodes, man. And after him going
Jesus.
back on everything he said, I not only can I not believe a word he says, but he just gives a bad taste in my mouth now. Whenever he talks about this and that, he's
Cody.
just Cody. He's just Cody, man, and uh, I just see right through him, man. I really do, and I'll probably never believe a word he says again, man. So he did it to himself, man, and he is doomed in this company, bro. He they buttered that man up so bad, and he fell for it. They flew out to see him. They promised him he'll be the exact same. And me and you talked about this yesterday, or really kind of Saturday night, but the first sign is already here when he got his shirt and he said, "Oh, they took my advice and put Pharaoh on the shirt." Once that evolves
What
into
happens
them
when they
not
don't?
exactly, and the fact that he had to ask and give an advice for his merch alone, it's over with, bro. Pack it up. In the next
And
coming year, hmm
oh no, what were you gonna say?
no, I was
My
just gonna
bad. I cut.
say normal shit. Go ahead.
Oh, and also the fact that they put him on night one alone shows you what the Cody Rhodes mentality is going to be. Do you
hmm
think they put him on night one because? Do you think they put this man on night one because they wanted to give something to night one? Do you think they put him on night one so, the nights were a little more balanced out? No.
Nope.
You know why they put him on night one? Is because so no matter what Cody Rhodes did, it never was a bigger talking point than what Roman Reigns did.
Exactly, man.
They've done it to
Exactly.
AJ Styles for years. They've done it to fucking AJ Styles for years. And you can already see with the placement. Like I said, do you
hmm
think that they put Cody Rhodes on night one to give night one something cool? Or do you think they put him on night one so no matter what Cody Rhodes did, it never overshadowed Roman Reigns? Because if
Exactly.
Cody was on night two, all people would have been talking about was Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
Cody Rhodes
100%.
came back. Oh yeah, and then Roman Reigns won the WWE and Universal title as well. No.
Mm-mm. Not in their minds. They can't allow that to happen. And that's gonna be. And fucking Cody thought he was butts heads with TK and the Young Bucks. And I can't wait till he starts butting heads with Vince. And you already said in one of those post match interviews or whatever the hell that he can't wait for the first writer to come up to him and or he can't wait to have to go up to the first writer, bro. He wants that now. Just wait until he has to do it every second of the day and they don't allow him to change that shit. Look, did he not listen to what Mox was
I
saying?
was just gonna say, yeah. Mox was talking about, and Jericho as well, how he had to do that so much, and it got just
It gets
it just
tiring.
got exhausting.
And he's gonna be letting Vince's office now. Wait until 6 months to where he has to wait in a line for 3 hours to get in Vince's office, and then he has to just give up and say whatever the script says, or he goes against the script like Cody would do and gets in trouble. Wait until he realizes
He
he doesn't have
better.
any power here.
I'm telling you, yeah. When he realizes he doesn't got no power, and the first time he tries to go off script, I'll tell you what. This motherfucker better hope he went from undesirable to unfireable. He better fucking hope
Hey,
he is because if he thinks he's gonna pull a big cast on television and WWE's just gonna deal with it because he's ex-AEW, he will get fucking buried. I love Cody, but it's the truth. It's the fucking truth, man.
Once the honeymoon phase wears off, he'll just be like everybody else to them.
And
even worse.
Yeah, and although I love Cody, although I do love Cody, bro, and like I said, I do think the man is a generational talent as far as his wrestling goes. As for the backstage stuff, I don't know, man. I don't know. We hear some weird things that are just unget behindable.
Exactly.
But as far as a talent perspective, I always say this, man. I've been saying this for the past couple months, bro. But I think Cody's a generational talent. I think he's fantastic. But man, he ain't shit to WWE. He ain't shit. And once he realizes that, like I just said, this man better hope he went from undesirable to unfireable, because they will fire his ass, man.
They will. And it'll be sad, but it will be funny at the same time. It'll be ironic.
I like I said, man, I wish the best for a man, but a little piece of me, the wrestling fan in me, and I'm openly admitting this, is just a little upset. We never got Hangman versus Cody.
I really am.
This man left a fucking fantastic, beautifully told story on the table to fight Roman Reigns.
And
Triple H, shall I say.
Yep. Exactly. God damn. Fucking Cody.
Cody. How about it, guys? We don't fucking miss, bro. We really don't. Miss. I'll tell you what did miss. Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan in a Champions Contender match. WWE. You can't have a fucking Champions Contender match with the champions in the fucking match.
And then, not only that, the contenders lose the match.
And still
got one next week. Still get it next week just by asking. Okay, I got you guys. That makes no sense, but dude,
if WWE makes it happen, can you fucking ask TK if I can be signed? I mean, if you guys just make anything happen, Jesus, what the fuck,
man? That shit made no sense. Oh man, that shit was ass.
God. Yeah. So Banks and Naomi win the match, and they still got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. After the match, Rhea walked away on Liv, and then they just seen each other later in the back, and Rhea was like, "Oh, about that, yeah, I kind of just dipped on you so I could go ask if we could get a title match, and we got it." I think she might be playing her. I think this might be where this. I think this might be where this kind of ties up. That's what I thought at first. This is what I thought at first, but then they actually announced that the match was happening. I maybe thought she was going to trick her, but maybe she's going to trick her in the match. I don't know, but Rhea Ripley, as of today, is looking to be a new member of the Edge's faction. Yeah, so it looks like she's going to... it looks like she's gonna be in the speaking of Dollar Store AEW on tonight, the Dollar Store House of Black. So there you have it. I think Rhea Ripley is one of the names, and it looks like Tommaso Ciampa is one of the names as well. That's going to be in Edge's. What the fuck did he call it? The Unholy Alliance.
Unholy Alliance. Kill me now.
Logan said, people kept defending them on Twitter saying, "Oh, but Rhea is going to turn heel next week." And I said that still doesn't tell me why they're getting a title shot after they lost. Exactly. I mean, why didn't she just turn on Liv right there? You know?
Exactly. Or Why don't they win the match, even though it's still garbage booking, and she still turns on her next week with the title shot? Literally anything but what they did, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, you could have got around that. You could have had, I mean, either way, this is WWE booking themselves into a corner, but you could have had them win by count out. You
Hmm.
could have had them win by like a roll up, but I mean, either way, it's fucked because on one hand, they're losing the match and still getting the title shot, and on the other hand, your champions are losing. So this is WWE
Exactly.
booking themselves into a corner. Why couldn't they just do a match here tonight? I know this doesn't make any sense as well, but either fucking way we go, we're in a corner.
WWE.
Why didn't they just do a championship match here tonight, have them lose, and have Rhea turn?
Easy. Easy, man.
You know, I mean, it wouldn't make any sense because Rhea and Liv still lost last night, but either fucking direction you go in, it doesn't make any sense. So there you go.
Exactly. She would have made the team to begin with.
Yes, so this happened, and that is what happened with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan towards the end of the night. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes out here and he says that I can't even remember what the beginning of the promo was because the later half of it just fucking blew my mind.
He said stuff about like he undermined. He not undermined it. He fucking he. What's the fucking word? He didn't think Stone Cold was tough enough. You know what I mean? What's the fucking undermined or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
said he fucking didn't think Stone Cold was he could do it. I can't think of the it's under something.
Look at the comments.
What?
I think he meant to put egotistical, but it's eager testicle.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it was that he undermined it, Stone Cold and shit, and that he beat him, and he was tougher than he thought, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that was what he exactly was talking. I remember him saying something about him being like shocked about Stone Cold and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. So after he gets done saying this, a man walks out with the fucking trons that say Ezekiel.
Bro, I swear to God, I saw that Tron. I was like, my first thought in my mind was Ezekiel Jackson's back, and they shortened his name to Ezekiel, and then this motherfucker comes out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man that walks out is Elias with shoulder length hair, not even, a little shorter than that,
Yeah,
and a baby face.
just stubble. Bro, look like Lord Farquaad. Bro, really did. I saw that comparison, bro, and I was like, yeah, bro, he does.
God, dude.
Bro, you look
What?
like fucking Lord Farquaad.
Oh, WWE. Oh my god. Bro, what the actual fuck did you do to this man?
Bro, you
I mean,
might as well still released him.
Don't get me wrong, bro. Elias was dead. That character was stale as fuck. But this ain't no damn better. Oh my god, dude. And he comes out and Kevin Owens says, "Hey, you're Elias." And fucking Byron, another Byron moment of the night. That's Elias.
Oh
That's Elias. And Corey's going, "No, that's not Elias." He's like, yeah, that's Elias. I can tell by the features. And fucking Byron's like a little child, man.
Byron has been forming fucking one of my favorites. Once you notice how goofy he is, it's hilarious. He did something really funny tonight. I forgot how it was, but he did something super funny tonight.
When doesn't he? I just love I just love how fucking into things Byron Saxton gets, bro. He's
Gets so
hilarious.
emotional.
He literally, like, he thinks about everything so emotionally, and it's just
He
so
really
fucking
does,
funny, bro. Oh, guy's a goon, but he's so bad he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them, but Owens looks at him and he goes, Elias? And he's like, you're Elias. And this dude picks up the mic and goes, no, I'm not Elias. I'm Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel.
Bro.
Where does this go? What is the point of this? What does this do for anybody? What
You know where
you might as well
The
fucking
chopping
canned
block.
him. Yeah.
Bro,
you might as
well.
Oh my god, dude. You might as fucking well have just released the man. What is this
Might as
gonna
well
do
just
for
give him
his
a feud
career?
Gimmick. Bro, I'm telling you. What the fuck? Bro looks goofy. Bro's talking goofy. And now when he gets released, he's going to have to redo his whole fucking persona. Have to regrow his beard. What the fuck, bro?
Horrible, dude.
This is just WWE garbage to a T, bruh.
Yes. Absolutely.
And now this is what
Absolutely.
KO is doing too. KO had to eat a loss to Stone Cold at Mania, and now he's in a feud with Lord Farquaad. Come on, bruh.
Oh, man. What do I even say, bro? What do you even fucking say, dude? What, just what is the point of this, bro?
I'm telling you, man. Ezekiel. His younger brother.
Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel. And Kevin Owens tells him, you have 10 seconds to get out of the ring. And he counts to 10, and Owens just says, fuck it, and he walks out of the Raw arena, which is exactly what I would do if this motherfucker showed his face in front of me. Oh my god. You know, I said this on Mania, and I hate sounding like a broken record, and again, I don't want to be that guy, but, you know, we kind of, just a smidge, kind of passed out on AEW to have a promo battle with Ezekiel. WWE's roster may get so fucking thin, they may have no choice but to push Ezekiel in the next couple months. This is awful. What is this? This is not fun. This is fucking just, bro, what? Bro. This is the standard some people have for their professional wrestling. This is the standard that some people have. They think this stuff like this is fun. This is fun, huh? Okay. All right.
That shit was ass, bro.
Then, speaking of youngers, we got Dominic Mysterio, aka Zen. We have Sun here, and Sun is fighting The Miz. Dominic Mysterio is having a match against The Miz, and he ends up losing the match to The Miz. And after this match, we hear the
long-awaited.
Oh my god, what's it been? 6 months, bro? 6 months of vignettes?
Yeah, 6, I think almost 7.
Holy fucking shit. 6 months of vignettes for Veer Mahan to finally, hailing all the way on foot from India. Took him 6 months to get here. Veer Mahan came all the way to Monday Night Raw to attack the fucking Mysterios.
Bruh.
Yeah.
And it's just what we need. Another heel on Raw. Bro, come on, bro. I will say it was hilarious how much he beat the shit out of Dominic. Seeing Dominic squeal like that was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god,
But
bro.
bro, that shit was hilarious. I fucking love that little shit. But why? Why do you make this dude a heel or a generic monster character? You have that Nomo. Just make this dude a dude. Just make him a person. I, it, I don't know, man. They're already fumbling this man.
I wish that they would have I wish that they would have gave him a different ring attire.
Definitely.
I don't like that little skirt that he wrestles in. I think it looks incredibly dorky. Um yeah. Yeah, I think it looks incredibly dorky.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And dude looks good in a suit. I would put him in some type of cool faction where he could wear suits. You know what I mean? He
Edge.
looks like, oh god. You know what? Not that. I will say not that one. But yeah, man. I would just like something different for Veer Mahan. I would have liked if they did something different, but they went with the generic monster foreigner. So it's WWE. What do you expect?
He is Rusev.
Yep.
Um,
Exactly.
Jonathan Fedna. I got a question for you, Sir K. Fedna does. Do you think the Young Bucks will go to WWE?
No, they are not Cody. They ain't going back
No,
on their words.
they
They
are they are men of their words, so to
exactly.
speak. They are
So
the
no,
ones they are the guys that actually wanted this revolution.
exactly.
And
They're the
it's
ones that
crazy.
love it.
It's crazy how it took us 3 years to find out the men who really were behind the revolution. And one of them is not there anymore, and it was just the three all along.
Yep.
But
God damn.
the Young Bucks, bro, um,
They're
truly,
goaded.
they are the goats, bro. They are the goats. It's time. It's time to normalize appreciating the fucking Young Bucks, man. These guys are phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal, man.
If
Incredible.
AEW has its pillars, they're the foundation. Easy.
Yes. Yes. The Bucks and Omega are the foundation. So there you go, man.
And
And
Cody's just that fucking slacker that just fucking takes all the credit.
yeah, I was gonna say they did all the work, and Cody's the kid in
He just put
Cody's
his
the
name
kid that
on it.
didn't do anything. He just put his name on it.
That's fucking Cody for you.
No, they all did a lot of work in all seriousness, man. But it's
Oh yeah.
crazy to just see the ones that really meant it
Exactly.
and the ones that were in
Exactly.
it to do something different, not not the guy that was in it to eventually go back on everything he said. The Young Bucks, bro, are a true inspiration to the wrestling business. It's about time people start realizing that. It really is. Yeah,
Exactly, man.
it really
Exactly.
is. These guys came from absolutely nothing, and look at them now, all without WWE.
Yep.
All without
Exactly.
WWE. The greatest tag team of all time, bar fucking
Truly.
none.
Bar none. Easy.
Yes, so Dominic Mysterio was squealing. Rey Mysterio, as always, is getting his ass whipped and has to watch his son get his ass beat.
John
Then
Cycle, some motherfucker debuted.
Daddy
Dominic
said,
debuted. Yeah.
Bianca Belair comes out and she proceeds to cut a babyface promo about giving the WWE fans the champion they deserved. It was a decent promo,
Yeah.
just a hype promo. There was no interruptions here. It was kind of just her reflecting on her Mania win and talking about how she's gonna be a better champ than Becky and giving us all the champ that we deserve. her eye looks absolutely horrible from that spot on Saturday,
Bro.
where Becky's the heel of Becky's foot just fucking hit her right in her left eye, and man, that looked like it hurt, bro. That looked like it fucking hurt. And man, yeah. So her eye does not look good, man. But I'm happy she's okay. She's not gonna be out for an extended period of time. She doesn't have to relinquish the belt or anything like that. So she looks good. And yeah, traditional promo here. No complaints for me. And yeah, we'll just have to ride the wave, man, and see how it where this goes. But
hopefully history doesn't repeat itself with Bianca. I hope it doesn't.
Exactly. She talked about how she's going to be a better champ because she knows what it feels like to be at the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, pretty much. And that was it. Yeah, that was it, man. But let's just hope, like Sir K said, let's just hope this history with Bianca does not repeat itself. Let's actually give this woman the title reign she deserves, man. So there you go. Braun Breaker versus Dolph Ziggler.
Bruh.
Braun Breaker versus Dolph Ziggler, man. Why is this on Monday Night Raw? Why is it on Monday Night Raw? And why did they do what they did if they're calling Braun Breaker up? Now, if this means he's going to be in NXT for a little longer, by all means, do what you got to do.
Let that man learn.
Absolutely, bro. Do not rush it. Do not rush it, bro. Look at how great AEW has done with Hook. To the point where they put this man on TV when he was absolutely ready. And we all said, why is Hook there? Why is Hook there? What is he doing? What is he doing? But in hindsight, if they would have put him on TV then, we would have said, oh my God, this guy's fucking horrible.
This dude's not fucking ready. But
exactly, man. But they
took
waited.
Their time.
They took their time, and he got his shot, and he is excelling. He's fantastic, and they did it the right way. He still, to this day, has never had a live match on Dynamite, and that is the right way to go about it. There is no rush. There is no rush. Braun Breaker has all the potential in the world to be fantastic in this company. Let's give him time to develop. We got all the... If he's going to be the star for the next 20 years, look, man, he needs to develop, and there's no rush. We got all the time in the world.
Exactly.
But you know, this is WWE finding these guys that do not love professional wrestling, and, you know, who knows? He might only want to stay in this company for a limited amount of time and dip out, so maybe that's why they're rushing it with him, but you never know, man. You never know. I don't even know if he was... I don't think he did indies.
No,
I don't think he did indies.
But...
Yeah, I think he kind of did wrestling
stumbled
because he stumbled upon it. Yeah, and his dad. So I don't know, man, but
I don't know.
Yes. So Braun Breaker, like I said, wins the NXT Championship from Dolph Ziggler on the Raw after Mania, and yeah, I mean Braun Breaker's fantastic. I like him. I wouldn't say he's fantastic, but he's coming along. He's coming along.
He's growing. Let him grow.
Yes, he is. Let him grow. And like I said, if you are calling him up, why would you put the NXT title back on him? But like I said, if the NXT title means that he's staying in NXT a little longer, do what you have to do. And Logan said this in the beginning of... Yeah, Logan said this in the beginning of the stream, but I guess they didn't think that TakeOver Stand and Deliver wasn't a big enough stage. And that should just show you right there how far NXT has come.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's fallen so much to where you don't even win the championship on their own shows. That is sad.
Imagine NXT TakeOver WrestleMania weekend not being an appropriate spot to crown someone the new NXT champion.
That
Imagine
is
that.
sad. That's sad on NXT part, man.
Imagine Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole having a 5-minute match on Raw after WrestleMania 35 instead of doing a title change at that takeover.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Imagine that. Yes, Braun Breaker wins the title, and like I said, if this means he's staying in NXT a little longer, great. Great, man.
Exactly.
So, next. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley comes out. MVP introduces him. I think they kind of planted the seed with Lashley not being with MVP at Mania.
I think so, definitely.
Bobby Lashley comes out, does his just absolutely fucking sick pose with the new pyro.
I love it.
That is fantastic. Whoever came up with that needs a pay raise. Whichever one of those production guys came up with the visual of that seriously needs an increase of pay, because that shit is fucking beautiful, bro.
Exactly,
oh my god,
bro.
I love it, bro. It looks visually so fucking cool.
Give that dude Cody's money, bro. I'm telling you.
Seriously,
That shit was sick.
Give him $3 million, bro. So Bobby Lashley comes out here, and all of a sudden, you hear the intimidating theme song of Omos. The intimidating, gigantic, destructive theme song of Omos. So yeah, you just hear, it's Omos, as he walks his big ass out there to his just look in my eyes, no fear fucking theme song.
I had to pull up Logan's tweet about what that man said. That shit was hilarious. Hold on, bro. Fucking when Omo got in the ring
Oh my
and said what
god.
he said, that shit was hilarious, bro.
Give me my freaking rematch. Bro.
Where is? Oh yeah, I want my freaking rematch. That was a fook, bro. That shit had me rolling, bro. Logan's goated for tweeting that out, man. But bro, dude talks like Elmer Fudd, bro. God damn.
You gotta love Omos. Jesus. Look in my eyes, no fear, says Omo. Elmo comes down to the ring, and he says exactly that. Give me my freaking rematch. That was a fluke, whatever the hell he said. And MVP starts fucking laughing at him, and he says the big man wants a rematch. MVP kicks Bobby Lashley in the balls.
Bro.
And any glimpse that was just a little bit left of the Hurt Business, even though it hasn't been for a while, but those two men still resemble the Hurt Business, is gone.
It's gone, bro.
It is officially gone. It is now just Bobby Lashley. And now Omos is with MVP.
Bro. What, man? People are saying, oh, well, Almost doesn't need a mouthpiece, so this could be good. Bro, Almost shouldn't be on TV in the first place, bro. I don't give a fuck if he needs a
NXT,
mouthpiece.
bro.
Exactly. Put him in NXT with Malcolm Bivens, if anything, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
Diamond
no,
Mine
bro, I
sucks
don't want
anyway.
him. Exactly. Like, I don't want MVP with Omo. It's a waste of MVP. Bro, I can't
That's
take MVP seriously.
yeah, that's the thing, man, is like although when you look at it on paper, it is good for Omo because now he has a mouthpiece, right? The only problem is with Omo having a mouthpiece, that does not make him any better in the ring. So he's
No,
going to have
he's still
MVP
garbage.
as a great mouthpiece, but he's still going to be trash, and he's still going to not know his way out of a fucking paper bag.
So, it's just a waste, man. And
It yeah,
I just
and
don't like the split, man.
yeah, it's and like Sir K said, bro, this is a waste of MVP's time, dude. This is a
Mm-hmm.
waste of that man's time. I mean,
Her business should really still be together in full, bruh. But
it
this is
it
what we
should.
get.
It really should, bro. It really should.
And now
Omo
we got.
Omo doesn't even need
Mhm.
to be on TV, man. It's
No,
I don't know. It's like and now Bobby Lashley's by himself. Now he
as a
doesn't have
baby face.
MVP, man, as a baby face.
Like, it definitely won't be old baby face Bobby Lashley, but man, he could have stayed heel a lot longer, bro. That shit wasn't even done yet. And they already changed him face again. Come on, bruh. Come on. I wanted more heel, badass Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, and the way WWE has set themselves up, I think we could be in line for a nice, and this is going to be really nice because they never do this, a nice, badass baby face Bobby Lashley.
That is
The
true.
only thing
That
is,
is.
you can't, and I feel like they're going to do this because he's by himself now. You can't have him talk too much.
No.
That is what I'm scared of. Keep him to where he is now, to where he does talk, but he doesn't really talk that much. Not too much to the point where you're like, dude, shut the fuck up. But
Exactly.
Lashley Lashley and MVP, I just feel like they had so much. The group was just
It's
those two were
perfect.
just seriously tailor made for each other, bro. And MVP, they give MVP this stupid dialogue to say, "Oh, so you don't need me, huh?" Bro, who the fuck said that? What?
Exactly.
Where does that come from? They weren't teasing a breakup or anything. This is simply because WWE is trying to prove the fans wrong because we've been saying forever that Omos is not it. And this is them trying to fucking ruin everybody else's act or take away from other people's act for Omo's gain. And the dude's not gonna. He's gonna have a great mouthpiece. Doesn't make him any better in the ring. It just
And,
doesn't.
and now, when almost fails again, they have a scapegoat to put it on. They'll put it all on MVP. Why don't you make him better? We put him with you to make him a better star, and you failed. They're gonna put it all on MVP, man.
AJ couldn't make the fucking guy any better. What do you expect fucking MVP to do?
Exactly. Come on, man. Come on.
Jesus. Zelena Vega and Carmella.
Ugh, ew.
Bro.
Bro, fuck that shit. I don't even want to.
This was WWE disrespecting Malachi Black twice on the same
Mm-hmm.
show.
Yep.
Carmella and Zelena Vega are waiting for their match, and I guess they were supposed to have mystery opponents and they didn't know who they were going to be. So before they can find out who the hell their mystery opponents are, Zelena Vega says this is all about you and your husband or your soon-to-be husband. And then she just stops and says, but I must admit, He is a very, very, very handsome man.
Bro, what?
You gonna have her say that, knowing damn well who her husband is?
Come on, bruh. Come on.
And then you copy his faction later in the show? Give me a fucking break, man. If AEW was indie garbage, trash, this and that, and all this fucking shit these fucking dumb fucks say, why is Edge a Hall of Famer? Why does he have to resort to copying the indie trash, blah, 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 Divas title this, Bella Twins this, garbage? If AEW's all that trash, why the fuck is Edge blatantly copying the House of Black?
Exactly, man. Exactly, and that shit was just ass, bro. That shit was just type of shit I don't want to see ever.
And
that's just how it is.
These two start fighting after they have Zelena Vega start coming on to Corey Graves, knowing damn well who the hell Zelena Vega's husband is. You have Corey Graves and Carmella start making out on live television. And fucking Byron.
Dude.
I love Byron Saxton, bro.
Byron?
This dude is acting like a little kid watching his parents kiss in front of him. Oh my god,
really
what is this? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is disgusting.
What a disgusting act. Fucking Byron. But, man, I don't want to see this shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit is ass. Bro, get rid of Corey. Get rid of Carmella. I don't want to see any of it. They're just gross, man. That shit's just weird. I don't like them at all. They are really that. They really are that annoying couple in school. Sammy and Tay Conti are that little extra couple that are fucking weird about each other. But these two are that couple that don't shut the fuck up about each other. That are making out in the hallway and shit. That's these two.
Yeah, this is definitely WWE's version of Sammy and Tay Conti, for sure.
Oh, easy. Easy. And I hate this type of shit. I hate couples on TV. I really do.
Yeah, Logan's saying Bobby Lashley can't smile. He's supposed to be a badass.
Oh, bro.
They did work in TNA with each other, so that's why it made it better in WWE. Oh, did they? I never knew that. Nice. And I'm assuming you're talking about MVP and Bobby Lashley. Oh, that might be why their chemistry is, because they've had some time to get used to. Yeah, I think Austin Theory is going to take the U.S. title from Finn. First of all, why the hell is Finn Balor even U.S. champ? And second of all, I think you're absolutely right.
Yep.
The next match is RK Bro and Finn Balor versus the Usos and Austin Theory. And Austin Theory pins clean Finn Balor. Gone are the days of the Demon. Gone are the days of Cool Finn. Gone are the days of a Finn Balor that WWE cares about. Gone are the days of, gone are the good fucking days in WWE for Finn Balor. You know why they're treating him like this? Because he's a Triple H guy. That is exactly why they're treating this man this way. I don't know what, well, I do know what this man did to them. He said that he didn't need them, and they're showing him that. They're showing him how much they do not need him.
Literally, man. Finn Balor, he posts pictures of him and Andrade with Charlotte at the Hall of Fame, and then that same collage, they were all at the movies together. We all know where he's heading, bro. I just hope that they didn't see Morbius.
Yeah, I'm dead. For real, bro. I heard that was the worst. I heard that was the worst rated Marvel movie since Fantastic Four.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling. And all the posts I've been seeing is that it's all empty theaters. And the one dude was saying he was the only one that bought a ticket in one theater. It was just him. That shit's bad, bro. I think they made 34 million opening night. And I want to see how much the budget for that movie was, real quick. Budget
I believe
for
opening weekend, to put that into perspective, I believe opening weekend for Batman did 500 million, I think.
damn. They spent
So
75 million on that goddamn movie, and they made 34 mil the opening weekend. Damn, that ain't a fucking
unbelievable.
lesson to them.
What a flop. Why would they take all the Spider-Man references out is my thing. You know? That's what
Exactly.
a
Why would they
lot of the
put it in?
people exactly. Why exactly. If it wasn't going to be in the movie, why the hell would you put all that in the previews to No Way Home? All that was put in there on purpose to make you want to go see
Exactly.
Morbius, and then they just pull out like Cody Rhodes almost did for WrestleMania. But um, I just I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know why they couldn't have pulled a Matt Hardy and just not pull out. You know?
Exactly, bro. And the director said he doesn't even know how that poster of Spider-Man got in the trailer in the first place. They just put it in without telling that man, without telling the director. Sounds like some
Okay,
Cody shit to me, man. It really
you know,
does.
okay. You did, and they had that shot too. You didn't think people were gonna think about Spider-Man. You know, is this in a Spider-Man universe? You know, something. You didn't think people were gonna think that. Whack,
Goddamn.
whack. Um, yeah. I mean, that is exactly what people were gonna think, bro. You put Spider-Man right there, and you put that in the previews to No Way Home. You fucking know what people are gonna think, bro. Horrible, man.
Exactly,
Horrible.
man.
So upsetting.
Exactly.
Well, we still got Doctor Strange, and we're still in the midst of Moon Knight, so we still got some cool ass Marvel stuff to look forward to, nonetheless. Um,
Definitely, man.
for sure. But the Street Profits, after I didn't even get done with this match. Yes, Austin Theory pins Finn Balor clean, and yeah, I think Logan's right, bro. I think Austin Theory is eventually going to be the one to take the championship from Mr. Finn Balor. So very unfortunate to
Hmm.
see. Very unfortunate to see, man. But Finn Balor, man, WWE is just stagnant with him, and they are doing
Exactly.
apps. They're doing everything to let you know that they can give two fucks about him.
Exactly, man. You really hate to see it.
For sure. Logan says I'm going to see it next weekend with some of my boys, and I'll tell you guys how it is. Yeah, let us know, bro. Let
Good
us
luck,
know.
man.
Let us know, man. Very disappointing, bro. Very disappointing. I was very excited for that movie. But
Truly.
it just sucks, man. They moved all the Michael Keaton stuff out of the movie, and it's like they tried to stray away from Spider-Man so hard in it. But they said the director said soon that we'll know which Spider-Man universe it's in. So hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, uh, hopefully we get that answer soon because I think after
My
how
God.
bad this is going, they're gonna have no choice, man. So whether that's in Doctor
Hmm.
Strange or whether that's in maybe Craven, I don't know, man. But hopefully we figure it the fuck out soon.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Yes, the Street Profits beat the Alpha Academy. Yeah, was this a number one contender match or? Well, they did say
I
this
don't think
was
so.
for their climb. They said both of these teams, before the match started, they said both of these teams are looking to climb back into the title hunt, and the Street Profits ended up
Oh,
winning.
okay.
And Angelo Hawkins came out with a baby face, man. They Elias that man. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why WWE's on a kick for shaving beards, but they did it to Angelo Hawkins.
Shit ain't right, bro. Shit ain't right.
Edge and Damian Priest. Edge comes out here and if you liked Edge's theme song, WWE put a sound in the beginning of it. And it is fucking awful. Why do you have to overdo everything? So the lights go out, and all you hear is, "You think you know me? Ha 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 ha. You don't." And then the song
Or you
starts.
never did. No, it's you never did.
Oh yeah, that's what
It's
it is.
even worse. Oh, dude, I hate it.
What the fuck? Why
They just have
do
to
you
have
have...
that type of shit.
They had that sound in the beginning of Mania as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about it. I guess it's just permanent now.
Damn, I didn't even fucking notice it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, fuck. That shit is trash, bro. That shit is trash. That is so fucking... Like, dude, just play the song. Just play the fucking
Exactly,
song.
yeah.
It's a good song. You think you know me? Ha ha ha. You never did.
Oh, I hate it.
Shut
I fucking
up,
hate
bro.
it.
My God. Yeah, so he comes out here and he talks about how he said that AJ Styles was going to get what he deserved or something like that. And then he said he wants to know why Damian Priest did what he did. So Damian comes out
Oh,
with a black suit on, just like Edge has. And
just like all the House of Black have.
exactly. Yeah, exactly, bro. And he just talks about Edge also mentioned how Damian Priest reminds him of him and how he took his career into his own hands and whatnot. And yeah, he pretty much just talked about that. And Damian Priest talked about how he tried to do everything for the people and they did nothing but hate on him and whatnot. So, you know, he gave that whole spiel. And yeah, AJ ended up coming down, meeting Damian Priest on the ramp. These two brawled, and he threw him into the crowd, started attacking Edge, was going to hit him with a concerto, but Damian Priest came in, and the numbers advantage took a hold of AJ. And yeah, that was the end for AJ pretty much. They beat the hell out of him. They were going to give him another concerto. And Jamie Noble and the crowd started chanting Jamie Noble, which is kind of funny. And these two just walked away. Edge also called the people sheep, and they started chanting "We are sheep." Damian Priest called them losers, and they started chanting "We are losers" or something like that. And yeah, the crowd kind of hijacked their segment. But look, man,
Which is funny.
for anything that this group had going for it, they take the route of blatantly ripping off the House of Black. But if AEW's an indie, stupid non-WWE competitor, stupid company, not competition, this, that, and the third, why does WWE continuously have to rip shit off from AEW and blatantly fucking copy it?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Makes no sense. And I've seen, well, the House of Black is just a copy of the Brood. Bro, what? You're just saying that. Just as a fucking last shitty line of defense. People make no sense, man. These fans make no sense.
Dude, cut the shit, man. You could have taken a route
Exactly.
that was so different, but you literally decide to take the route that looks like an exact fucking ripoff of the House of Black. And Brody King tweeted out too, this is the House of Black if you ordered it on wish.com. Brody King is
Exactly,
absolutely a
bro.
legend, bro. And it looks like
Urban
we're going to be
legend.
getting Rhea Ripley and Tommaso Ciampa in this group as well. This
Ugh,
unholy alliance.
the unholy alliance. Kill me, man. Kill me.
Dude, come up with something original, bro. Come up with something original. Why rip off the House of Black if AEW is not competition? It's
Literally,
because they
man.
are. Unbelievable, bro. Unfucking believable. Come up with something original. We know you can. We fucking know you can,
Exactly.
bro. Figure it out.
Please.
And for the end of the show,
Oh,
WWE is building up Roman Reigns. He's gonna come out. He's gonna come out, and it keeps going on throughout the night until the top of the third hour hits. And I've said to myself, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess Roman Reigns is closing the show. I wonder what's gonna happen if he's closing the show, because I thought maybe, well, if there was an injury scare, maybe WWE didn't want to bring out The Rock because what if the injury's serious? So you
mhm.
think if Roman Reigns isn't coming out to relinquish the titles because of injury, maybe they're gonna bring Dwayne out now, and maybe they're
No.
doing it because there was an injury scare last night, and you don't know if he's gonna relinquish it, and so
But now
he
I know that he's good.
yeah, so Roman Reigns comes out. It definitely looked like his shoulder was bothering him. It definitely looked like it was
Hmm.
bothering him. But he lifted up both of the belts, very slow, of course. He lifted up both of the belts, and you can just tell he's in pain. And he gets on the mic. And by the way, the name of the championship is now called the Undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Just stop it, bro.
There
Just
you
stop
have it.
it.
I believe somebody said that literally word for word in our chat on Friday.
No, literally.
I can't remember
Literally,
who it
bro.
was. But one of you guys said that in the chat. Literally word for word, and that is exactly what it is. So Roman Reigns comes out there to say, I called my shot. I'm the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And to find out our next move, watch us on Friday. And dipped.
And then that's it.
And the,
And it
and then
called
he
the
just
show.
said, acknowledge me, and that was the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is night one of official overexposement of Roman Reigns. Night one. They've showed the
This is
glimpses. They
exactly
gave
what
us
it's gonna be
teasers. They gave us teasers.
every week.
Oh, for the next year, and even past that, because we ain't losing to The Rock.
Literally, bro. So this is the first glimpse, or it'll be the whole time. Just I'm here. I'm gonna go do something on SmackDown. Watch it. That's all it's gonna be, man. That's all it's gonna be.
Yikes, bro. Yikes, man. This, I don't know about this, bro. It's not going to last. They're going to separate the titles.
Oh yeah. I
I
think the
hope
fact,
so, man.
especially unless it happens on Friday, where they combine them into one physical title, then they'll separate them. I'll believe they're combined when there's just one physical title, but the fact that he's still carrying two, I think they're gonna separate them. I think they are.
I could totally see that. I could totally see that. If you looked at Roman's face when he was lifting up the titles, there was a little bit of pain, but I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, you could definitely see he was in a little bit of pain. They say there's still going to be a world title on both Raw and SmackDown. And if he's going to continue to hold both of them, this is what it's going to be every single fucking week, man. Every single week, bro. So get ready. Get ready for this, because he literally just came out on the Raw after Mania to say to everybody, watch SmackDown to see what our next move is.
Literally, bro.
What the fuck?
This is all it's going to be for the next year and a half.
At this point, why didn't you have the show end with Cody? Why didn't you just start with this?
And just start that. It would have been a way better system. You spent that whole 3 hours building to this just for him to say, go watch SmackDown. I ain't even watching that shit. The fuck?
My God, you made us wait 3 hours.
For you.
Exactly. You made us wait 3 hours for this man to tell me to go watch SmackDown. To my answer, no. I'm not watching that. So, I don't know. I'll find out some other way what the hell is up with you. But, bro, this is night one of Roman Reigns being overexposed. They do not know how to book a double champ. They just don't.
Nope. They really do not.
And with him on both of the shows, this is going to get even worse. You were reading off a tweet to me the other day that said, some guy said, Roman Reigns hasn't had a good match on pay-per-view since Cesaro. Run back the tape and tell him he's wrong.
Exactly, bro. And it's just going to get worse and worse.
He's just going to go through the whole fucking roster. There's going to be no one to face. Cody Rhodes wrestles the dark match after WWE Raw. There you go, Cody.
Then he give a handshake and hug KO afterwards. Oh, God. Fucking Cody.
Is that what he's just going to do to everybody? Shake their hand and hug them?
Yep.
He did it to Seth.
That's all he's going to fucking do.
Yeah, man. So, Roman. Nobody's gotten better. This guy's just ran through the whole roster. Everybody looks like shit but him. Nobody has came out of a feud with Roman and went on to do great things. This is all just about Roman, and this reign is Triple H's reign of terror.
Yep, it really is, bro.
This reign has been stale for a really this reign has been stale for a really long time, and like I said, bro, he the last time he's had a really great match on pay-per-view was Cesaro, and after that he hasn't had a good match on pay-per-view since then, and nobody's came out of a feud with Roman Reigns looking any better. So it's simply WWE fans hyping this shit up because they never get to see anything good. So once they get something that's halfway decent, it's like they're looking at fucking Jesus. God.
Exactly, man. That's just how it is. Just an advertisement for SmackDown. Kill me.
Exactly. And that is going to be every week with Roman Reigns. WWE can't book a double champ, and they're going to continue to show you that. And that was a complete waste of building up Roman Reigns for the end of the show, and that was the Raw after WrestleMania, bro. That was the Raw after WrestleMania.
Man.
Nothing really to it, and it was just
nothing changed.
Yeah, I mean, Cody's supposed to change the culture here, and it seems as if nothing has changed whatsoever. So
it's the exact same, man. Exact same. Who would have thought?
Raw after Mania yet again was another horrible Raw after Mania, bro. Absolute dog shit, man. Absolute
Literally,
dog
bro.
shit. Make us wait fucking 3 hours to hear from Roman Reigns just for him to tell you to watch SmackDown.
It sums it up, man. It really does.
My fucking God, bro. My God. And that was the Raw after Mania, bro. That was the Raw after Mania. Dead crowd, House of Black ripoffs, Malachi Black disrespect, Cody promo on winning the big one, but he's just gonna wait around like a good little boy for his turn. That was the Raw after Mania, bro. That was it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So again, it looks like that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This has been it for all these 4 days in a row with you guys. It's truly been a blast. We've had a blast hanging out with you guys here, man. But with that, again, also keep in mind this Friday, 2-year anniversary. Year 2. We got a huge announcement for you guys. We're super excited for it, and we hope you guys are too. Yes, we've had this in the works for a minute, bro. But we are finally going to announce it. We've been saving it for the 2 years, man, and we think you guys are gonna love it. And we hope you guys do, man. So with that. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. That's going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, episode 85, man. So, with that, once again, ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday, the 2-year anniversary. 2 years of the Notorious Heels podcast, and the big announcement for Friday. We will see you guys with the news and the 2-year anniversary show. We'll see you guys there.
Peace.